Hey, there's your Wisconsin wine guy, and I am back for another wine review. It's Wednesday, so I must be drinking wine, right? Right. So I hope you're drinking wine too. Let's raise a glass because we're coming into the season of spring, or we're in the season of spring, coming to the season of summer. There's lots and lots and lots of good wines to enjoy right there. I mean, I kind of like this setup I have now, where you can actually see the full bottle of wine. See the wine glass, get a look at me, what's happening. I mean, I'm digging this. You know, with trial and error of trying different views, I'm digging this one so far. You can already see what the name of the wine is, so let's get right to it. But for those who are new, these are all wines you can find on the shelves of your everyday liquor store, grocery store, and wine shop. Wherever you shop for wine, maybe you can find some of these wines on your shelves. I give these wines a taste and give you my opinion, let you know what I think about these wines, utilizing the infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up. I recommend this wine. It's a pretty solid wine. You know, you can't go wrong with this one. 3/4. You know what? I would bring it to a party. If I had it at a party and I was vibing with it, I would bring it home, get some bottles, bring it home, share it with my friends. Halfway, there was something about that wine that was a little bit off to me, you know, and I would explain to you what that is. Doesn't mean it's not a bad wine. It just doesn't work for my palate, but it may work for yours. Thumbs down. Now that can almost say that that's a pretty bad wine. Not bad as in good, but bad as in bad. So there you have it. Let's get to it. So we're looking at the 2020 Trivento Malbec from Argentina, more specifically Mendoza. This is coming in at 13.8% alcohol, aged in French oak for about 6 months. Take a look at this bottle. I like the embossing of the raised letters at the emblem on the front, but then spelled on the back. This bottle could almost be a nice little keepsake, right? But alas, I'll have a lot of bottles on my hand if I keep all the bottles that I found to be very interesting. So let's give this a pour and let's jump right into it. This is retailing at about $9.99 to $13.99. So now, a while back ago, I did some Malbecs, you know, and I probably didn't do the Malbec any justice. There was a time, you know, when tasting Malbecs, especially from Argentina, where they were just like, you know, dense and juicy and robust, you know. But I have to realize, you know, that coming forward, things evolve. That you can still have that type of wine, but then there's a tier that's not going to be as jammy and thick and juicy and robust. There's some that's going to be elegant, you know, just easy drinking, you know. And so I'm going to start looking at it along those lines and grading it that way, right? That being said, here we go. Get a look at that color. I got my white back right here. Get a look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful color on this my back. I can smell the fruit here when I was pouring, and the dark berries. I can smell that. So look at that color. We're looking at a ruby purple color here. You know, like a combination. I mean, it's just a beautiful color. I mean, not, you know, very dense, but has a nice density to it as far as the color. Now on the nose, I mean, as I said, you can smell that fruit that's coming off the nose. A little plum, spice, cedar. Wow. Like, almost like, ooh, what's the spice I'm getting here? Ooh, like star anise or something, or allspice. I mean, very nice nose, you know, on this wine here. But now for the taste. Those who follow me know the taste goes two ways. You know, one is going to be acidity, no play. Two is what I'm beginning to taste that wine. So let's get that acidity taste. Oh, I love the way it fills my mouth. Almost smooth tannins. They're there, you know, as a good structure, you know, on my palate. I like that. And just that flavor of fruit that's just like, wow. Mouth is still watering, so I like it. So I think it has a pretty nice balance, you know, pretty nice ratio to flavor, acidity, tannins. You know, I'm digging it, you know, on my palate. But that's just the acidity taste. So it passed my acid taste, passed the tannin taste. Now let's give it a, whoo, off that nose. It's making me think about food off the grill, just straight away. Wow. Okay, so for me to taste, it's like dark berries, a little plum. You can taste that plum, mainly on the finish, the swallow. Raspberry. Oh, wow. I mean, you can definitely pick up some of that too. as I'm talking, I can, and sucking in the air, inhaling the air, I can taste, different flavors. Wow, this is great. So that finish is lasting of fruit, which is nice. Tannins are still hanging out there, but that flavor of fruit is right there. Now something else, let me get one more taste. Something else I noticed. I'm still gonna go with like allspice or star anise, but I'll tell you this: if you ever had the chance to taste fresh squeezed wine grape juice, I mean, it's like no other experience. It gives you a look into the future for what that wine may taste like. This is what I get here. There isn't like that crazy alcohol taste, but it takes me back to something just natural, and just simple tasting, of that just freshly pressed grape juice, red grape juice in this case. I haven't had a vineyard myself. I'm very familiar with that taste, and it's like, wow, that's just so nice. So I like the purity and the innocence that this wine speaks. I like that it's one that simply can't just be enjoyed. Dry, but nice fruit. But I can definitely see this being a good food wine. Just an overall, I think, great everyday drinking Malbec. It's not going to be over the top crazy, not going to be full, but just nice and soft and manageable, if I can say that on the palate. So let me give it one more taste here and let you know exactly what my opinion is going to be. And it's a screw cap. You know what I say about that? If the wine was bad with a screw cap, it went in that way. One more taste. Finalize my findings. Okay, so like I said, raspberries, plum, that fresh, pure essence of freshly squeezed red grape juice. I'm digging this. I'm enjoying this. I can see this definitely going great with food. Love the acidity. I can see this. This is a background of berries and flavor just ready to just burst out. Subtle spices, cedar notes. So Wisconsin wine is going to give the Trivento 2020 Malbec from Argentina, Mendoza. 3/4. 3/4. I think it'll make a fantastic everyday drinking wine. Especially coming up in the summertime when you want to drink a red wine, but not something real heavy. But you don't want a Pinot Noir. Now again, this Malbec doesn't fall in the class of Malbec's going to be like dense and juice and heavy. This is like mid-range, medium. Okay, so there you have it. 3/4. I'm digging it. I hope you dig it. Take a taste and let me know. Let us all know what you think of it. And I'm going to see you next time for the next wine review. And remember, as always, let your palate be the guide when selecting your wine. And I'll see you next time. Ciao!